Scott, tonight that game felt like it was 3 games in one. Did that feel the same way to you?
I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but to me it was just a kind of a classic jack jumper game, kind of a grinding game, and on the road it's very, very difficult to win, and we're quite humbled to walk out of buildings with wins on the road, and the league's very difficult, and you just know what's around the corner. So I'm really proud of our guys. They stepped up, they played well across the board, and it was a good effort for us.
What did you say to Jordan Crawford at quarter time? Obviously, he struggled at the start there, but they were obviously playing a lot of coverages on him. After that, he scored 8 points in a row. So, were you just confident that he was just going to, bounce back really quickly?
Yeah, I didn't say anything to them. They know pretty much. This group knows that I give them quite a lot of freedom offensively. I don't give them as much defensively, but I give them freedom to do what they need to do and play the way they're capable and who they are, and I don't want to ever constrain someone offensively. So I had no conversations with them other than keep doing what you're doing and push the pace and get in the paint and cause some problems.
And of course tonight, Clint Stein's 300th game, so huge achievement for him. Tell us your thoughts on Clint and the leader he is for you.
Yeah, I mean, like I've said it already in the last few days, he was one of the #1 guys that went after to build culture here and to make sure that we got it right in the beginning, I just felt like he was ready for another step when he left Perth, and I thought coming here would be his next journey, and they were all on board, and it's a class act on and off the floor. I think he's quite inspiring to our young guys to see a professional that shows up every single day, how he carries himself. And we had a couple other milestones tonight. We had Shawnee Mack get his 50th game, and we had Jared Bairstow get his 100th. So a good all-around night for us from that standpoint. And another big news, obviously, is Magne back on the floor, which will be a big help for us as we move forward and he gets his conditioning.
Absolutely. And Drew, welcome back, of course, to Adelaide. It's nice to have you back here in the City of Churches, but a bit of an interesting comeback tonight for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun to come play your old team. Obviously, it's good that we got the win. Yeah, like I said, it's always fun to come play your old team. You have a little bit more energy to go out and play, but yeah, it's good to get the win.
Dropped a couple of shots in that second half. Felt pretty good to put those down.
Yeah, I mean, it's my role on this team, hit some open shots, so yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Scott.
Yep.
I'd just like to highlight Jack McVeigh dove on the ball in jump time. The game was practically over. How valuable do you think that is to the team moving forward?
If he doesn't jump on the ball, he'll be sitting next to me and won't be playing as much. I hope that sums that up, because at the end of the day, the people of Tasmania expect us to be that way. There's a few things that we take no shortcuts on, and the energy to play the right way, to defend the island, to make sure that we're doing the right thing by the people of Tasmania, the grit and grind of what we try to do, whether we're winning or losing. Those 50-50 balls and those effort plays are really cornerstone, foundational pieces for us.
And Anthony, I'd just like to ask, how significant is it playing on Remembrance Day?
Yeah, it's huge. It's obviously a huge day in our history. So, it's good to recognise that, and as we did before the game.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, Scott.
Yes.
I want to get your thoughts on Will's game and how important it is to have him back, and also the help for Marcus Lee and to have that twin tower attack together now.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously we've been waiting, and I probably was ready about 7 or 8 days ago, to be quite honest with you, but to get 2 or 3 more practices under his belt this week. But he has no restrictions. He's good to go. It'll be just more about matchups and his conditioning as he continues to go through it. It's a little different than practice conditioning than actually getting into a game. And so with no restrictions, we'll play him where we think we can and be careful with him. But it's great to have another big body out there, a physical guy that knows how to play and knows the league and can control the paint for us as he continues to get in shape. But great to have him back.
And Drew, how are you settling into this team? And I mean, the culture is such a big thing that Scott's driven since he got to the Jack Jumpers, and he's used Clint to help out, as he's talked about. But what's it like for you walking into this club and picking up the Jack Jumpers culture?
It feels, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm enjoying it. I love it. That's the best way I can sum it up. Everything just makes sense. Basketball makes sense, and I'm enjoying it. So, yeah.
He better have said that.
You played against Clint for a long time. What's it like now being his teammate and captain, and to be there to celebrate his 300th game tonight?
Yeah, happy not playing against him, especially in those days in Perth when he was running off the action off the baseline. I got burnt a lot of times. Yeah, Clint's a huge part of what we do, and what he brings to the team as a captain is massive. You know, so it was good to be able to get a win on his 300th.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Have a good evening.
Thanks, Scott.
Take care, everyone. Thank you.
Guys.